set. Hi, we're the Boomershines, and we have a dream to do the Great American Loop with ourselves, our 2 kiddos, and our 2 cats. But first, we gotta find a boat. So welcome to episode 30-something. I forgot to check. Virtual boat shopping, otherwise known as... V.B.S. So if you're wondering why he's in a mask and we're sitting apart, you can go watch.
Given the state of the world, you can probably guess it.
You can go watch our post. He's been fully locked in the basement for the required number of days, but now we're just
out of an abundance of precaution. So, and all those clear to follow mandates and stuff.
It's very confusing. We're doing the best we can. We're staying home and recording these. Awesome. Anyway, today we are going to look at a boat that I just think is so sexy. And every time we walk by one on the docks, and we've seen them for years, I go, well, that's a sexy boat. It's the Prestige 550.
And
sexy.
Why are we looking for it? Where are we going?
Oh, the Great American Loop is a way to circumnavigate the eastern seaboard of the United States and Canada using rivers, lakes, intercoastal waterways, and a little bit of the ocean. And to do that, your boat cannot be any taller than 19 feet 6 inches above the waterline, and it cannot be any deeper than 6 feet, really less than 5 feet. We would really like for it to be like 4.5 or less.
And it is the Great American Loop, as somebody pointed out.
People say the Great American Loop, the Great Loop, the Loop. It's all...
If you're in Canada, I bet you the Canadians say it's the Great Canadian Loop, so...
Well, it's North American Loop.
Yes, the Great North American Loop.
It's a little bit... Everybody calls it something different, but it is all... this.
These are not working. I'm severely fogged up.
We're a mess. Anyway, so let's get into it.
This boat, the Prestige 500. So I think it was around 2012 that we went on one at the boat show in Palm Beach, probably with our dear friends who were gonna do the loop with us.
It was 11 and I was pregnant.
Okay, well anyway, we went on it and we were all amazed.
They were gonna do the loop with us and they flaked. They don't have kids, they're retired.
They're not on social media, so they're never see this, but they totally ditched us.
We have kids and we're still working and we're pulling it off, so clearly it wasn't their dream. But it is ours, and this boat, they fell in love with and we all fell in love with, but it has the main drawback is the pods. So tell us about pod drives, Mark.
Okay. So there are 2 types of pod drives. There's the Volvo pod drive, and this is a Cummins Zeus pod drive.
So this boat has the Zeus pod drive.
Yes, they're both similar in that their propellers are under the boat, and they swivel like this.
Okay.
A shaft drive boat, which most of the boats we've looked at have a shaft that go to the propeller, and the rudder moves. The propeller doesn't move, okay?
Okay.
So Volvo started the concept. They said, why not make the whole propeller move?
Okay.
And then you can have 2 propellers moving and the whole boat can go sideways.
Okay.
So Volvo, there's a lot of stuff under the water.
And all boats have propellers under the water.
Yeah, but the propellers turn but don't move.
Okay, and so why is it a problem for the loop?
Because there's a lot of technical stuff going on to make those propellers turn. There's more maintenance involved. They're also subject to the possibility of rope entanglement on crab lines. If you hit a stump, you hit a rock, even hitting a sandbar, you can do damage to a very expensive mechanism versus if you hit any of that stuff in a shaft drive, the worst you're gonna do is get that shaft out of balance and get your propeller out of balance. So it's
bend your shaft.
So it's a $10,000 repair versus maybe a $40,000 or $50,000 repair. Those are the 2 kind of
So you can still hit anything.
Yeah.
And you can still catch anything. The difference is it's just more expensive to repair a pod drive when you do.
If you have a shaft-driven propeller boat, it is going to be less expensive, most likely, if you hit something than if you have a pod drive. Because the pod drive is more expensive gear because it's more technical.
So plenty of people have done the loop with pod drives. It is just our personal preference not to do the loop with the pod drive.
From people that we have heard, and many loopers have said they wouldn't be caught in a pod drive. Okay. Some people have done it and had no problem. So
it's a personal preference thing. We are choosing ideally not to have a pod drive, but this boat is so sexy and it checks a lot of things off on our list that we're gonna check it out.
Yeah. Length overall is 58 feet.
Perfect.
Max draft of 3.6. That's really shallow.
Amazing.
I assume that
How do they do that with the low-hanging fruit?
Does that include the pod? I don't know.
It's got to.
Freshwater tank, 200 gallons. Fuel tank, 500 they're pretty fuel efficient, so that's okay. Holding tank, it doesn't say. I bet you it has a fairly small holding tank and 2 heads.
But it has 3 staterooms. And this particular one has a hard top. Some of them have soft tops. This one just had the best listing pictures.
And this is a 2018 for 1.285. You could, what do we see, a 15?
So like a 14 or a 15 for 900.
So they're holding their value fairly well, although, speaking to a broker, this was a broker that said this is not coming from me. They said the depreciation schedule on these Prestiges is plummeting. That's what somebody said. I'm not saying that, but that's what somebody told me.
We're not seeing that in the yacht world, and I think these are absolutely gorgeous. But that is someone else's opinion, not ours. Maybe we should not be stating that publicly.
You know what they say about opinions? They're like feet. They all stink.
Oh. Okay, my opinion is that it's really pretty. It has a super sexy stern, and what I know about that stern is you see those 2 little windows?
I see those 2 little windows. There are 3 little windows. Oh, down here.
Yeah. Those can either be crew quarters or that can be a garage for a tender, which I think is super cool on a boat this size. Okay, sexy sterns, got stairs down.
What was the beam? Doesn't say the beam.
It's only 15 something.
Yeah, that looks narrow. It's got a single sugar scoop.
There's a bunch of them for sale. This one just had the best listing photos, and as y'all know, I'm particular about the listing photos, and when I get really bad listing photos, I just tune in.
If you're a broker and you want to contact us about your listings and want to see, we will charge you a small nominal fee to walk through your listing and give you expert opinion, because I feel like an expert at this point.
Got a great bunny pad up front.
It doesn't scream loop boat, it screams Bahamian boat.
Yeah, well, we're gonna end up in the Bahamas. See, there's your bunny pad, and it's like functional. Like I think this part right here, if you can move your cursor, that becomes like a bench and
doesn't it have a table? This turns into a table or something.
Well,
and then it has a umbrella.
Yeah.
See?
See?
But this is just a smart design that you could add to a lot of boats.
Yeah. See, there's our sexy stern, and that goes into the water. That's
big too.
Yeah.
And this was
a passerelle.
As it goes in, these rotate up so they're always level. They're flat when it's flat, and when it goes down, it turns into a ladder.
Oh.
See?
Oh. Okay, see, that would be really fun. That would be nice. That's smart.
This has a cool electric awning.
Love
for sunshade.
Love the back. Love the table. Love the bench. Love the sunshade.
I think this flips over. It's just like a transformer boat. A lot of functionality.
I love it. See?
Clean lines.
I want to be drinking rosé on the back of that boat. Docking station on the back. It's like a little pod you control with like a joystick.
But wait, I'm confused. If that's a pod, why is there a
balanced stern
thruster? That should negate that.
Okay. Never mind the yard guy. Okay, stairs up. Nice fly bridge. Good table up there. See, now I've got 2 outdoor tables. Love that. Look at that bunny pad up there.
And it's convertible.
Grill and sink.
Oh, look at that bunny pad that converts.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a little Spartan on the
equipment.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more of a daytime party boat than a live aboard, go on the ocean boat.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's a lot of options up there.
I love it.
By the way, listing broker Jay Hendricks, well done on the story that you're telling of this walkthrough thus far. We haven't gone from the flybridge to the front bathroom to the engine room and back up to the flybridge.
We're downstairs.
So it's an aft galley.
I like an aft galley.
With a tiny little island.
I know, it is a tiny little island.
Ice maker.
That's across from the galley. Ice maker, and that's a bar or hold your glasses.
So this is the door going aft?
Yes.
Okay.
Curtain
ice maker, bar. Is this the panel? That's very sailboaty.
Okay. So
Malgerific.
That's your living space. So you've got a sofa and you've got a dedicated dining table. There's just not a lot of floor space.
So when we first went on this boat and we're like, that is a great boat, we were specifically looking to our friends, the ones that ditched us, that aren't going to do the loop.
Wah, 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 wah.
They are single, as in they don't have kids. And so this would be a great cruising couples boat.
Well, and they wanted a smaller one with only 2 staterooms. But
500.
yeah, this would be perfect for...
If you didn't have rugrats running around and need
Like
kids
wanting
to
to
do
play
Legos
on
and puzzles and school and stuff, this is great. Because one of you can be here and one of you can be here. I don't know where one of you will do your yoga on a rainy day, but...
the bunny pads, but yeah.
Oh, see, and that folds up.
Yeah.
So there's yoga. Is that a skylight up there? Yep.
See? I mean,
Inside helm. That's a nice helm. I like that. This window opens too. It's electric. Clean.
okay, V-berth.
With windows, window and window. Cool lighting.
Nice bathrooms. They look modern and clean and not camping.
Yeah.
Shower.
Hans Grohe, cool little corner fixture with a bench.
Yeah.
All glass, frameless.
Makes it feel bigger. Stairs. Okay, and then there's your master. Looks like a king-size bed or
Do you know
close
what?
to it.
If I remember what I think it has. How was your day today?
My day was great.
I love that cruise today when we went past the Statue of Liberty. But these, when you're on this boat, you don't have kids, so you can do that, and you can rehash the day.
Those tables are just so silly, because when are we ever going to sit there and sip our tea?
We should plan tomorrow.
Okay, I think that's a fantastic master.
That's totally residential.
I
That's
know,
cool.
and I would really love that. Thank you very much.
Wait,
Wait,
a
is
pass-through
that a
shower?
pass-through shower?
That's cool.
Oh, that's
I don't know
like-
how that works.
That's like Schwank Yacht.
Whoa.
And closet. That's like a real closet.
Combo washer dryer under the stairs.
Okay,
It's so close to super yacht, and then it goes back to cruising yacht, or like a
Party boat.
Party boat.
I just think these are.
All right, that's
There's
the
your
aft.
crew quarter.
What? A little sink? That's cool. Like, that is nice. Some of the ones that we've looked at, you are literally like,
It's
get
so
in the
pretty.
hole.
Harry Potter under the stairs, scary.
This one's delightful.
See, I really like this boat. I know that the
That
pods
isn't
are a
a
challenge,
sink.
but
No, it's air conditioning and a cabinet and a reading light. All right. Is there a little? It's a little tiny toilet.
there's a tiny toilet. Yeah, it's just a
Pump
legit
flush.
crew quarters.
I don't know why you'd want this though, because at 56 feet, you don't really need a captain, but you could put a kid down there. Well, that's an impressive engine room. This is well made.
See, I think whoever told you that they didn't like Prestiges was
All right.
ill-informed.
So now I'm curious.
Wait,
Oh,
go. You sped past my favorite parts.
It is a pass-through shower. No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I love this because you have your own private stairs to your master. That is fantastic. And that shower in a proper closet. That's the Prestige 560? 550? 560. 560. Great boat. The pod drives and the lack of floor space eliminate it from my yes list.
It's also not a cheap boat.
No.
And
I like that closet and the shower.
yeah, it goes from super yacht feel to Bahamas weekend cruiser feel, which is tough because it's kind of like it can't decide what it wants to do. But for that reason, you're saying a what?
I mean, I would happily do the loop in a Prestige because I think they're beautiful and I love their design. However, for our family and the fact that you don't want a pod, I knock it off the
space,
list.
it doesn't work for us.
Yeah, so there you have it. That's where we fall on the Prestige 560. If you have any comments, thoughts, or suggestions, put them down below. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would do me a favor, pick up 2 pieces of trash every day, that would be awesome.
Thanks for watching.
Shine on!